Well, your rallies, people leave. Honestly, nobody does. And if I saw them leaving, I'd say, and ladies and gentlemen, make America great again, and I'd get the hell.
A sudden and unexpected breakdown occurred with former President Donald Trump. This was over something as insignificant as empty chairs at an event that turned out to be a catastrophe in the state of Michigan. Despite being held at the enormous Dordt Financial Center, which has the capacity to accommodate a crowd of 10,000 people, the venue was humiliatingly empty. It didn't take long for the awkward scene to make its way to social media, where users wasted no time making fun of it. Meanwhile, the media had a field day with the entire situation. Investigate this, the catastrophic occurrence, and find out more about it. The former president of the United States, Donald Trump, began his speech on Tuesday at the town hall rally in Flint, Michigan, by boasting about the turnout. He said, "Nobody's ever seen a town hall like this.
Nobody's ever seen a town hall like this. You know, a town hall is supposed to have about 300 people. You have about 8,000 people here."
His words were not merely a declaration. Rather, they were a strategic endeavor to bring to the attention of everyone who was watching that he continues to command a sizable and devoted audience. Following that, the situation became even more dire when a video clip began to circulate on various social media platforms. A large number of seats were vacant when the footage was taken, and it showed a group of people leaving Trump's town hall before the event was to conclude. Some critics, such as Ron Filipkowski and Molly Plufkins, were quick to take notice of the video and use it as evidence to demonstrate that not everyone was present for the entirety of Trump's speech. A caption that read, "People walking out of the Trump rally again tonight," was attached to the video that was shared by Ron Filipkowski, who is the editor-in-chief of the liberal media outlet Midas Touch. The video clip caused a commotion on the internet, with many people either supporting the claim or making a counter-argument to it. In addition, Molly Plufkins, a retired Army medic who is known for her outspoken criticism of Trump, posted the video with the caption, "People leaving tonight's Trump town hall early." This occurred just moments after Trump stated that such things do not occur at his events. The fact that the video was taken only a few minutes before Trump finished his speech only served to deepen the tension that was already present. In retaliation, Trump's team did not waste any time in hitting back. They refuted the claim by stating, "No one is leaving our rallies." On the other hand, Kamala needs to bus people to her events and use curtains to cover up large sections of her rallies because they are met with such low attendance. In response to the situation, Trump himself addressed it and reaffirmed his position by saying, "We do these rallies, they're massive. Moreover, everyone stays until the very end of the event." In spite of the fact that the controversy may have made the evening more complicated, Trump's message was unmistakable. His rallies, in his opinion, are just as large and audacious as they have always been. The debate regarding the true energy of Trump's base continues to rage on regardless of whether people remain or leave. There is a lot of buzz going around about the video, and many people are in agreement that the town hall rally that took place in Michigan was a total and utter failure. The moment that Governor Sarah Sanders made a shocking remark while she was giving her speech was the one that really stirred things up. To put it simply, it was so terrible that people started leaving before she had even finished speaking. The crowd quickly became sour as a result of the fact that some of the attendees were unable to believe what they were hearing. The rally was supposed to invigorate the audience, but instead it turned out to be a spark that ignited anger and frustration among the people in attendance. It was the final straw for many people, and they made the decision to leave right in the middle of everything that was going on. However, how exactly did Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders express her thoughts? A surprising remark was made by Arkansas Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders during the recent town hall campaign event for former President Donald Trump. This comment drew the attention of a great number of people. The Vice President, Kamala Harris, was the target of her sarcastic remarks regarding her lack of biological children. In response to Sanders' statements, a variety of responses were elicited, ranging from laughter and applause to outright condemnation. We need to investigate the circumstances and history that led up to this moment in order to have a complete comprehension of the impact that her words had. For a number of years, Sarah Huckabee Sanders, who is currently serving as the governor of Arkansas, has been an important figure in Republican politics. Sanders has built a reputation for addressing culture war issues, particularly those related to gender roles and family values. She is known for her bold statements and strong conservative beliefs, and she has built this reputation by addressing these issues. It was during her time as the press secretary for the White House that she became known for her tough, no-nonsense approach and unwavering support for President Trump's policies. She had previously served in this capacity under President Donald Trump. On the opposite end of the political spectrum is Vice President Kamala Harris, who is a pioneer and a person who has had a significant impact on history. As the first woman, the first Black, and the first South Asian to hold the position of Vice President of the United States, Harris made history. Prior to taking on her current position, she served as the Attorney General of California, and then she went on to become a senator in the United States of America. Her career has been characterized by a dedication to the pursuit of justice and public service. Ella and Cole Emhoff are Harris's stepchildren. Harris is married to Doug Emhoff, and the couple has two others. Mamala is a nickname that she has used to refer to herself when she has discussed her role as a stepmother on numerous occasions. Her blended family is something that she cherishes, and the relationship that she shares with her stepchildren has been an essential component of her representation in public. Sanders' controversial remark was made at a campaign event for Donald Trump in Flint, Michigan, which was the location of the event. The event was being moderated by Sanders, and the atmosphere was electric, and the audience was obviously interested in what was going on. Sanders began her remarks by relating a personal story about how, despite the high-profile nature of her job, she is able to maintain her sense of reality through the presence of her own children. It appeared to be a friendly and approachable moment, one that a significant number of people in the audience could identify with. Sanders' transition from her personal story to her pointed remark about Kamala Harris, on the other hand, caused a noticeable shift in the atmosphere of the room. There was an implication made by Sanders that Harris lacked a certain sense of humility because he did not have any biological children. She framed this idea by comparing her own experiences as a mother with Harris's life, subtly suggesting that motherhood provided her with a sense of grounding that Harris, who does not have any biological children, would not fully understand. The reaction of the crowd was inconclusive. Some people laughed and applauded, while others seemed surprised by what they heard. Within a short period of time, this particular moment became a reflection of the larger cultural and political debates that have influenced Sanders' career. In spite of the fact that she has never been shy about discussing her mixed family, Kamala Harris found herself at the center of this unexpected attack. The joys and difficulties of being a stepmother have been openly discussed by her, and she has taken full advantage of her role as Mamala. Her family has frequently expressed their gratitude for her involvement in their lives, and Kirsten Emhoff, who was previously married to Harris, has publicly expressed her support for Harris, praising her for the love and care that she demonstrates through her interactions with their children. Sanders' remarks were quickly brought to the attention of the media at a relatively short time. The story was picked up by news outlets that covered a wide range of political ideologies, which resulted in an explosive amount of reactions and analysis. The conservative media in general interpreted the remark as a commentary on family values and humility, and they saw it as a moment that Sanders could relate to. On the other hand, liberal outlets and a significant number of people on social media had a different perspective. As part of a larger effort to undermine Harris by attacking her personal life, they condemned the remark, saying that it was a low blow and a part of a larger effort to undermine Harris. The controversy was not confined to the realm of the media alone. In addition, political figures discussed their perspectives on Sanders' remark and offered their opinions. Shortly after the event, Brian Lanza, a senior advisor for the Trump campaign, voiced his disapproval during a panel discussion that was held on CNN. That remark struck me as being extremely offensive. I am at a loss for words when it comes to my response to that, Lanza said. That statement made by Sarah is disappointing to me. Despite the fact that I am certain to receive criticism from the campaign, I feel compelled to provide some sort of defense for someone who is a stepmother. It is a challenging job. Individuals decide to take on that role. The remarks made by Lanza were noteworthy because they demonstrated that even within the Republican Party, there was some discomfort with what Sanders had said. In today's political climate, It also reflected a wider divide in the manner in which politicians navigate sensitive topics related to family, gender, and values. In the meantime, Kamala Harris's supporters expressed their support for her. In order to demonstrate her support, Kirsten Emhoff, who is the mother of her stepchildren, went to X. According to what she wrote, Kamala Harris has devoted her entire career to working for the people, including all families. That helps you maintain a healthy sense of humility. Doug Emhoff, a second gentleman, came forward to defend his wife as the controversy continued to escalate. The passionate response that he gave to the remarks made by Governor Sarah Sanders quickly became a significant moment in the ongoing conversation about the pressures that women face in politics. In addition to his role as a husband, Emhoff represented himself as a staunch supporter of women. At the same time, he emphasized that the joys and sacrifices of parenting are the same for all parents, regardless of how they came to be parents. In his rejection of the notion that women should be kept humble on the basis of their parental status, his words reverberated throughout the room. In his speech, he made it abundantly clear that it is never acceptable to belittle women, regardless of whether or not they have children. The final statement he made was audacious. On the other hand, this moment evolved into something more than a simple remark made at a campaign event. This was a reflection of the larger cultural and political conflicts that are currently taking place in the United States of America. The remark that Sanders made about Harris not having any biological children struck a chord, which in turn sparked discussions about the importance of family, gender roles, and the concept of being a humble leader. Many people are curious about the reason why people were leaving during the event, despite the fact that Trump has not responded to this. Neither is the problem of empty seats at his rallies a novel or singular occurrence. There have been other rallies in which the crowd was not as large as he claimed it would be, and once again, empty seats were visible.